Herald move.
Yeah, that's what it is basically. What is up? It's I, Chris 1 through 6 with Rocket. Rocket, start the queue. We're doing our coaching. We owe Rocket from our community goal where we put towards Squiggles Plus, and I gotta follow through. He's the one who won it, so let's do it up. I don't know if I'm going to do any more streaming tonight. I think I'm just going to coach Rocket. I might just decide randomly to start playing if a bunch of people message me and say, you're playing Dota, let's get in. I don't know. I might change my mind. But at least at the moment, I'm not too worried about it.
Found the game.
Making sure my bot's correct. It is working fantastically, in fact. Excellent. Excellent.
Your turn to ban.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. So.
You know, this silver tier pleb coach that should be gold tier but got angry because coaching got frustrating after a while.
Hurry.
People in Herald bracket just didn't want coaches and they would just complain and say, I'm going to report you. I'm going to downvote you regardless of what you say. And I didn't get downvoted, but I was just mad about the whole experience. And I was like, this is just toxic. People don't want to be coached. I'm not going to coach them. All right, so you were going to play Jug? Okay, cool. It looks like everything's working out because it looks like you're going to have a... Wait, no, there's a Viper. Ask Viper where he's going, because if Viper's thinking he's going bottom, you're going to have a problem. Because you don't want a Viper in your lane as a support, trust me.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
If he's a carry, you're going to have to support, unfortunately.
Only 10 seconds.
That's Herald bracket.
5 seconds remain. Select a hero, please.
You don't like offlane?
No.
What's up, Thor? Thank you for the resub. You are my highest sub streak, Thor. I'm almost positive here. Am I able to check that right now? Hold on. I think I can.
Oh my god.
I can't. I literally. This is.
What even?
Okay, you should.
I don't.
You should.
And then
like...
the Bloodseeker accidentally picks Bloodseeker.
I know. That's the best part about the whole thing. Hold on, I'm gonna load up my own stream because I'm pretty sure I can't check the streak until I get there.
I don't like our cores. Me neither, Pudge. Oh my god.
I think Pudge offlane is part of the problem. Alright, I think I should be able to look at the... Yep. Thor is top with 28. Number 2 is Falcon with 25. Number 3 is Infuri with 18. I think he broke his spree at some point. I think he had more. I think he was in like the... He started a couple months and then missed a month. So he probably is more closer to like the low 20s, 21 or 22 or something. I'm almost positive. I don't think Infuri was that low. But that makes Thor notably the top.
Oh, I can't wait for this game. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, what? When you subbed? I didn't even look. Sorry, I missed it, Thor. My bad, my bad.
I am not betting on this game.
I wouldn't.
There's no way.
I would say that if you think your Viper's gonna leave, so as a support, I know a lot of supports do this, the 3 tango and the stack of tangos in the south. Just be cautious because you absolutely can like get another stack of tangos. I know win lays can be nice, but like it's a really risk play. If you're not gonna efficiently trade with it, it doesn't have a lot of value versus everything else, which does.
Yeah. Well, I can always buy more tangos later.
You're one of the people who actually has founder. You're a founder of my channel, Thor. It's pretty nice.
1 minute until
I think Falcon isn't actually. Funny enough.
I'm not high-fiving Viper.
You got fancy badges. You got the mod badge. You got the founder badge. Careful, that Pugman's gonna try to sneak behind you. Maybe.
He's so fast. Levels.
What, Weaver?
No, Pugna.
Pugnus, yeah, he starts at 3:30. Good harass, good harass. Alright. Bristle, you should always check their items, right? So do you know what he has for regen?
3 tangos and a salve.
Are you guessing?
Am I right?
Are you guessing?
Yes.
And that is exactly what he has. You are lucky. That is what he has for regen. That's so funny. But yeah, he does. So he's gonna have to use either the salve now, or he's gonna use 2 tangos by the time. Like he'll have to use 1 tango, and he'll use another one as soon as it's ready. Good job preventing the creeps from walking into tower range. Bristle has used 1 salve. He's still a little bit down in HP, but not tremendously so. He does have decent. You have to back up, by the way. You're going to die.
I shouldn't have done that.
He has quill spray. You're going to die. I'm telling you now. Weaver will just dive you in a tower after you use your stun. He'll just Shikuchi right into you, so be careful. He'll Shikuchi his way into your life. Yo, Viper, just so you know, I'm going to be drawing on the lane a little bit sometimes. You can ignore it. It's not for your benefit. It's for Lion, so just pretend I'm not drawing on the lane.
Gotcha, man.
So basically right now I think your you know, harass is pretty decent. Right now I take advantage of this positioning, go over by this tree. It's just a nice place to hit people because you never draw creep aggro when you're by the tree. Pretty much ever. And allows you to get some free hits in. And also if people try to chase you, you can actually zigzag through the trees, which is a very big factor. You can do it over here too, but there's openings. It makes it a little harder. You can get trapped that way. This allows open space, and it also lets you see ganks while you're doing it, meaning that like if you're standing there, you actually are a ward for Viper.
I do have a ward I need to put down. Listen to here.
Alright, that was a very ugly ward, and I don't like it. Do you know why?
Because I could have put it on the pillar.
It doesn't see over here at all. If you walk away, you're going to notice you don't have vision in that general area at all. It's because this tree.
Yeah.
So you should have positioned it here, and it would have seen straight over here and made a big box. You would miss the vision over here instead. Like, that's the comparison. But that vision is less important, because if you're over there, the creeps provide that vision anyway. Careful, you're about to... That was a good stun, actually. Viper gets another Q because of that.
2 more Qs. Probably shouldn't have went for the other, because we've wrecked this stuff.
The killing begins.
First blood. This scorcher.
Alright.
Oh,
Bristleback has used his salve. He has 1 tango. Weaver has got a salve. Weaver also has a wand. Bristle does not, meaning Bristle doesn't get anything from what you cast. Right, remember, this side of the tree is over here. This is where you want to be. It also makes it harder for Bristle to hit you and Viper, right? So you're making it less nice for him to use Quill Spray on Viper because you won't get hit too, right? And you can even, like, you can be over here. This is okay. This is safe. As long as you have stun up. As soon as you use stun, you have to immediately back up because of the risk involved with Bristleback chasing you. But until you use stun, this is fine. Remember, he only has 1 tango, so, like, all that health, he not okay with that.
Oh, God.
Careful for your courier, don't let the creep kill it. I got your wands, that's good stuff. This Weaver is good to harass. Weaver has 1 less armor than Bristle. Always something to look into, and 20 less health.
I'm gonna try... No, it's too late to pull that line. I could
You can pull from here.
trees, but I'd have to use a Tinko.
Yeah, go ahead, it's fine. Your Viper will love you for it.
That's too early.
You should be okay, actually.
Oh, okay.
You didn't pull them all, but you pulled almost all of them, which is actually potentially better because it gives a chance for the lane to equalize a little bit. Punish the Bristle. The way to punish is to stun him next to the creeps. Try to stun him and not the creeps themselves. Like that, perfect. The creeps decided to stop attacking him, but that's generally what you would do. Is you'd stun so that he gets hit by all of them, so he takes extra damage. Because remember, he's using his last tango right now. He has nothing else.
God dang.
Double pull! He just took a fucking thunderclap. Stun if you can. Oh, Viper, stop chasing my eyes. Oh, maybe. Keep going. Can get a little... Oh, he fairy fired. Alright, I would salve yourself now while you have the chance. They're not near. Oh, you wanted. Okay. That's fine. One's fine.
Might as well finish the camp
Your Bloodseeker is fortunately getting a bunch of movement speed.
No blood for you.
Thanks to, you know, you guys harassing the Bristlebacks. That's a pretty big deal. So you can't see the Bristleback anymore, so you have to assume that he TP'd because I wasn't watching, or that he got a salve in.
Yeah.
Or maybe he got tangled, something like that. Make sure you're harassing this Weaver. You have a level up on Weaver. The only thing he has is 8 charges on a wand and boots.
He knows I'm. Oh,
Don't be afraid. I was gonna say don't be afraid of hexing. Okay, now you got a salve.
yeah. That's the dodge. That's the only thing with the right click that instantly denies when you go on teammates. You stop running.
Bezzel's back. With that and a mango. Questionable.
A lot of gold to spend on just little line.
Next time you see him walk into tower range, please stun him. You have to be very cautious of where tower range is. Even I knew he was in tower range for a second before I checked. Like you could have got him dead. Actually, I think he would have died if you stunned him in place and then hexed him right afterward. He would have taken about 4 tower hits with Viper hitting him with poison. He might have even taken a 5th one because it's slow when your hex hits, and that would kill him because tower hits for 90. So as you can imagine, with the damage, hex if you can. Yep, save Viper, save Viper. Viper's probably still dead, but you can still hit that guy. Punish.
Your middle tower is under attack.
No!
You're so bad, dude. There's right click. Oh my god, you were in range to right click. You had that guy. One. I'm so disappointed in you, Rocket.
I screwed up my right.
You can hit this Weaver with a stun anyway.
Radiant having unfortunate
Just let him walk into you, whichever.
is now a thing of the past. Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright, you have level 3 stun. Just stay back out of range for a second. Stun him as soon as it's ready. Okay, or just make him leave with not stun.
Top.
Oh,
You incentivized him to back up.
yeah.
What are you doing? Go back. You're low health. You need to send something in. Anything. A salve, or get your ring of regen now. Anything.
Keep murdering.
Your health is way too low. Actually, I guess most pros would tell you salve and a clarity, but I'm not gonna be not gonna be that ridiculous about it.
But I
It's
don't
whatever.
really need clarity because I can use mana drain.
Your mana drain's level 1. They might say mango, I guess, technically speaking.
That's spooky.
Alright, now you got health, right?
Mhm.
Almost have ult. You should ping it out to Viper what your XP is. Very important. To show like, hey, I'm gonna level soon.
Ah. He was gonna miss it.
Now you have ult. Make sure he knows.
Also
You need
miss
awards as you just bought. We need to be able to see them. You should walk around the back of the trees here. See if you can
Or-
find them.
yeah.
Also ping the missing. You already did. Good.
Yeah, I did. Hello.
You want to catch the Weaver with his pants down. Weaver's top. You can TP if you want. I think Pudge dies anyway though.
Top tower under siege.
At least Viper's not jungling.
Yeah. Yet.
Oh. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's the
That's
opportunity
such
almost
a
passed
big
you.
range, Jesus.
You'll not live to see the dawn.
Try to drain the mana out of him as soon as you get close enough.
Under attack.
I was gonna get the rune and stuff.
I just make his Bloodseeker wanted to move on him, and now you're not helping. He pinged. He showed that he wanted it.
Well, that's one less middle tower for you.
Yeah.
Get ready to stun the Weaver. Weaver's all you care about to save
It's
Bloodseeker.
not in here.
Okay.
I don't have it.
Is it your brother?
No. No.
Is it your mom? If it's your mom, tell your mom, shut up. Just like that too. That inflection and everything. Back your Viper up. Your Viper's getting moved on by a hasted Pugna. Make sure you stun it. Okay, or stun the Bristle who's not hasted. I mean, whichever, man. Wand Hex. Wand. Did? Okay, you're gonna die anyway, but if you would just back up and ignore the Bristle, you probably live, and so does Viper, but in this case, you're both gonna die.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, Viper lives. Okay, you're lucky.
Your bottom
It
tower is
was
under
my
attack.
cousin. He wanted to borrow my Switch controller.
So you tell him no.
Top tower under
I
siege.
did.
You can go top. Help the,
Oh, I already did. Whoops.
Top tower is what you
Okay.
Fudge is here. He wants kills.
Yeah, but the PL would be dead if you were there, probably. PL is dead. Okay, it all worked out. There's a Sentry in here. Sentry Ward.
I think Fudge is taking care of it.
No ult. You can try to get that clarity off of him. No, you get. Oh man. See, okay, that's a perfect example of not thinking through actions, right? So he has a clarity
I didn't
going.
have the range to get him. I'm wandering out there. 'Cause
No, you called yourself out. He saw you when you cast the spell. He didn't know you were there. He didn't act like you knew you were there. You attack first.
Yeah.
You run out of vision. Into vision, I mean. You right click. Maybe he backs up and he sees you with a ward, but then you would know he had a ward. You don't know he has a ward because you cast a spell from the trees, and as a normal person, he reacted by running away. You need to get the clarity hit because that's a bigger hit to his mana than mana drain is. Mana drain does right now 40 per second, right? It's for 5 seconds maximum, so 200 mana maximum.
Enemy's top tower
If you get it all. Clarity does 180
attempting to obliterate
right
their
now.
homes.
So clarity almost does as much as the entire duration of mana drain. Were you ever going to get the entire duration of mana drain?
Probably.
Never. It was never going to happen. Because of that, more mana comes from the clarity than you drain from the spell. Thus, the clarity is a more important focus. You should TP top and help, maybe. Yeah, it's just a bristle. TP top. Go out of vision, though. Make sure they don't know you're TPing. Okay, or just TP right in the middle of the lane. You have to learn to TP
They don't see me there.
out of vision. No, they definitely know you're there. So just go right in and assist. Ping that you have ult. Big deal. You gotta know. You can kill anybody. Real PL's up the hill. Don't run after him. I'm just letting you know. You can put a ward, though. You can put a ward right at the edge of the hill. You can sentry here. It's a very common place to put wards. The general area of this box is a huge place to put wards. It sees down the low ground towards the rune. It warns of people running up the high ground when you don't have a rune there, and it warns for people diving behind tower.
Fudge could have helped that more.
Knowing where wards are placed is like such a complicated concept, I guess, but you learn it as you go. Like the more you play, the more you like get better at guessing where wards are. Because you just get used to it. People put wards in the same places, and you're like, oh yeah, I feel like a ward would be here.
Lena's crazy.
Sorry, I'm checking my phone. See, people responded to my comment. One did, not directly. It wasn't a direct quote, but it was related. If you can get that Weaver, that'd be sick. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. All good.
What was that? What?
Get ready to save this Viper. Stun that guy. Ult him. Immediately. Just ult him. Ult him. Don't hold back.
Oh.
See, if you had done it first, he doesn't get ulted there. Just so we're clear. He's gonna die, but you're not going to get your finger stack.
Oh, I did get it.
No, you didn't. You already had a stack from before. You could bristle back bottom.
Oh yeah.
That's like you have to pull a trigger, right? You do. It does 600 damage before reductions. So you can do rough math. 10% of 600 is 60. So 20% is 120, and then another half of 60 because it's 25% is 30. So it's 210 damage gets taken off your ult. Yes, so almost positive. So you do right around 400 damage after reduction. So if someone's even remotely close to dying, you want to just like jazz yourself right in there and be like 400 dead. Because remember, the health value right now of a lot of heroes, like look at yourself by the way. You have 960.
Yeah.
Lena has 1,000, so everybody's sitting around 1,000 is roughly a rough estimate. Oracle probably, Pugna probably has about 1,300, I'm guessing. I'll tell you when he gets up. But 400 damage is a sizable chunk, so if you see him even remotely low, he's probably close to that 400 spot. Pugna has 1,300. Oh my gosh, I was so close. So your ult does a third of his health. So if he's missing 2/3, it will instantly kill him. And it's okay if it doesn't instantly kill him because you're worrying about the follow-up. Now, granted, what they said about focusing Oracle is totally fair too, because you want to stop Oracle from using his abilities. Don't forget to stun, dude. You have a stun.
Well, I didn't want to throw it steal.
If you'd thrown it earlier, there wouldn't have been a chance of you stealing it. You never should let people become unstunned. When you let them become unstunned, your carries take damage and have to spend extra mana. So like Viper took extra damage, as did Bloodseeker, and they both spent extra mana because of that. You want to save them health and mana as much as possible so that they're ready to fight again. Now granted, Viper looks okay, but in general that's a concept you have to be aware of, is to keep your carries in a position where they can keep pushing and keep fighting. Because if your core keeps pushing and keeps fighting, you're winning the game. Especially considering items like, look at some of the popular items right now. Urn. Why is Urn good? Well, it keeps your cores high health. Lets you push, right? Vlad's keeps your cores high health. Also keeps your mana up. You know, same thing with like a pipe keeps your health up, technically speaking, because that's the aura. You know, all that stuff, they're big items in the meta, and it's because of the fact that you just don't stop pushing. You push, you can keep pushing. It didn't matter if you won the fight barely, you're suddenly all back at full health and ready to fight a second time. And they can't possibly win because you won last time and you all extra levels and stuff. You need to help them. I know Bloodseeker overextended, but you could have actually walked a little bit closer and tried. You need to back up. Bloodseeker is dead. There's 3 of them there. You're asking for death.
Yeah.
Just like you have to see the ebb and flow. Once Bloodseeker died, it was a bad place to be. It's in deny range now. You can deny it.
Your top tower has been denied.
Illusion.
Okay, so most important place to be right now is mid. Keep the lane pushed out. If your core comes to take the farm, that's fine, but until they do, you're here. You should have smoke. That's actually true what you just said. I don't know if you have any, but...
They're all gone.
Okay.
You bought them.
Yep, cool. Alright, smoke with him. He's asking to smoke. Make sure you do it. He wants to be in the trees so that they can't see. That's a smart play. You're staying in vision.
I'm trying to get in the trees, but Lena kept going where I was clicking so I couldn't walk.
Your team has gone off, Ultim. Damn, it's too late. You delayed so long, you have to just pull the trigger. When you have a line ult or something, you pull the trigger instantly. Like fucking instantly. You're ready to throw it like it's nothing. It's very important, because you're losing, you should have 2 more finger stacks right now. But now you've been denied them, so your ult's losing 80 damage. Every single time you use it, you're 80 damage below where you should have been, which means you're losing opportunities where your ult could be the defining factor of the fight. Stun. Okay, turn on PL instead. I don't know which one's real. I think the real one is right there. It's the one they're fighting, I think. Nope, I was wrong. It was the one that was the illusion that takes 100%. It's hard to tell. That's what I hate about PL, is that the illusions are almost impossible to tell apart because of that.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it so much. Smart sentry spot right now is here.
Oh, by the stairs over here?
It's specifically the high ground. See? Twice now I've gotten you an Observer Ward. Glimmer yourself. Glimmer yourself.
Probably should have glimmered her. No, she gets out first.
No, she's fine. She has heals. She's fast, and she also has the other abilities. Alright, just keep it safe.
My fire.
And your Viper threw himself into death, by the way. You couldn't have saved him.
Yeah.
And now I do
Well-
agree. Sometimes focusing cores is important, but remember, Lina is not a core here.
Well, the reason I threw that was more because Bloodseeker was slow and I wanted to make sure they stayed back. But I missed the stun, so.
Lina's a little bit far. I'm getting nervous for her. Ooh, the Embrace. Come on, Viper. Alright, get ready for the smoke. Bloodseeker calling for it, right? You want an item, by the way, as soon as you can. You should tell Viper to take the Embrace. Viper, take the
Viper.
Embrace.
Oh,
You were doing it, essentially. I was
yeah.
doubling down. This spell amp is going to be
It
huge
counts
for you, Viper.
Do you want to go back and press it back? I mean,
Perspective's too small. You want bigger heroes. That Weaver looks sexy. Pug's is sexy too. Ult. Pull the trigger, pull the trigger! Thank you. The difference is going to be night and day now that Pug doesn't get any spells off. Get ready to glimmer yourself if you get moved on. Because you're the only person out of position right now, so like it'll be okay to use it. Okay, you're fine, save it. You can want.
creeps are busy.
Oh, the PL! Good take! That was huge, actually. Glimmer your Lina. Now it's worth it. Now it's worth it. Now it's worth it. You get her to safety. It gives her the option to be a little bit more aggressive too, which she took. Because they can't move on her directly during that time. Don't even bother, just get ready to hit the tower with you. Well, actually, they are really going in on it. I don't know if it's a smart option, but it seems to be working. Looks like Bloodseeker's just about to feed as far as I'm concerned, yeah.
I think she's dead.
When she revealed there, she was. TP, just TP. This is a bad place to be. You can stun behind you if you really want to, but honestly, everybody should just be TPing.
Run, Viper.
He should have TP'd when Bloodseeker dove. Bloodseeker threw away everything you guys did there. You didn't even get the tier 2. You got a lot of experience, technically speaking, so it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It is not great. By the way, if nobody takes that that Vambrace, just take it.
Okay.
You can tell Bloodseeker to take it if you want, but you can also just enjoy it while you can. Call it to you. The spell amp on it is like gigantic. It's 6% spell amp. It's like it's a half Kaya basically. Well, a half Kaya song. It's the second. It's 10 instead of 8. It's stupid actually. The Embrace is a dumb item. Or 10. Wait, what's Kaya do now? Forget actually. Kaya is 8. Kaya Sanj is
10.
16.
Oh.
Okay, so none of them really work that way as far as halves or anything is concerned, but still. Okay. You're going for an alternate Oracle. If he, okay, no, don't do it now. Don't do it now. Just stun him.
I was gonna go
Stun
for
him.
these guys.
All right, ult Oracle.
I
Blind
don't
ult.
have mana.
You get a little more health than I anticipated. My bad, dude. I was kind of looking at the other people too. You could have stunned him when it was ready for a second. I think Viper still dies, but you kill him a little earlier. Bristle's walking by you and you're ignoring him. He has like no health. I think the Oracle's coming back, by the way. I would glimmer yourself. One glimmer.
I don't have.
Yes, you do. One glimmer. Don't go back in. Don't go back in. You're being crazy. You were running from an Oracle. Yeah, one of the problems there is that people didn't really do much to the Oracle and they let him heal too much, but it's just an Oracle thing too. Your goal should be that when Oracle is in his ult, you want to CC him, right? You got too worried about the other heroes, and I know they're important, but if Oracle is CC'd, he can't cast abilities to save other heroes, like his magic damage, you know, resistance and rooting people, and he heals himself, right, during his ult, so he gets back to full health. If you had been able to CC him more directly, then he doesn't get the chance to heal himself, and he dies to your finger at the end of it.
We're still going in first.
The DD. You have like no mana. You need to send yourself clarity or just do better at getting mana drains, because I feel like your mana drain's 4 and you're not doing anything with it.
I don't have anything to mana drain on.
Creeps. Range creeps. Stun? Okay. As soon as you get the mana next time, try to stun quicker. Yeah, you know range creeps and jungle creeps all have mana, right? Okay, please don't ult Bristleback, so you just killed your team. I mean it, by the way.
Well, I was trying to hit Pugna.
You missed?
And then
Okay.
Pugna died and then hit Bristleback. There
was a pretty big delay. I'm not going to watch the replay with you, but I would like you to watch the amount of time that passed after Pugna died and before you cast ult on Bristle, but I believe you. I would rather you have misclicked than mistargeted, so I'll take it as a positive.
Well, I spammed it. I was just hitting it over and over again.
You don't need to spam it. If you cast ult and you're stunned or something, your character will do it as soon as you're ready.
Draft disadvantage.
PL is super strong against every single person in your team. That's true.
Yeah. I'll blame the first pick, Viper.
Mid-tower damage. Your middle tower has been destroyed.
You guys haven't really won a fight. I don't think that's true. Like it's not applicable when you guys lose fights. I know he thinks you might have won fights, but you really didn't. It is true that no amount of farm is gonna help you guys though. Why did you mana drain at full mana?
Because I can.
In the future, never max mana drain over Hex. Okay, so that would have been a prime ult target.
Well, he used his thing, didn't he?
Now we can take
Nope.
the tower.
I don't think so. I'm gonna admit, I missed part of the fight. I was eating. Let's go. Careful of the Weaver. Weaver wants to kill you.
Oh man.
Get ready to Glimmer Bloodseeker if he goes crazy. That was a good one. Okay, he has a Lincolns. You didn't know, right? Back it up, back it up, back it up. Didn't do too bad. I think you should have used the ult, but it wouldn't have changed the outcome of the fight. It just would have got your finger stack.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's just something important to do because you're behind, right? And you need big ults. Big rocket ults, right?
Bottom tower being attacked.
I mean, technically speaking, Bloodseeker is correct. The game is... Every moment that passes, you guys are getting further behind because PL is uncontestable for all of your heroes. You need to be strong enough that PL can't solo you guys.
Your bottom tower is learning to accept its own inevitable death. Your bottom tower is in ruins.
I'm doing Rocket's coaching session. Keeps on.
It's
I'm a
kinda
coach.
sad at the moment.
I'm with Lion, but I do feel it's important to address just for Bloodseeker's sanity that he is accurate. But it's a hard game. Honestly, we were outdrafted from the start of it, so it is a difficult game to play from the very beginning. Hey, hi. You know, it's funny too. You actually have decent CC this game. It's funny because that's not even your problem, right? CC isn't the issue. Heroes are getting stuns because you're doing the stuns, and so is Lena and Pudge ult. It's more that your cores just do not have the capability to kill their cores. Like, PL won't die.
Yeah.
Because he just won't. He's PL. Oh, keeps on. If after this you want to practice some Dota, because I know you've been looking for, like, you know, we can play like a pub game or something. Well, we can either do a pub game off stream for your benefit, or we can also just play a bot game if you want to get back to practicing new heroes. We can do that, by the way. No, I didn't even see him blow up, but I think it's is it a DD? Yeah, DD. That'll do it. At least it was a respectable loss anyway. You guys did get some kills. It's not like you got stomped.
Did our best.
Yeah, sometimes I fucking hate Weaver, by the way. Just because he just does that. Like, he was fighting Viper and losing, and he says, "Oh yeah, I have ult," and then just came back and killed Viper and walked away like that didn't happen. He's fine. I don't really mind Weaver that much, but once in a while I just look at Weaver and I'm like, "Fuck you."
One's middle tower being attacked truly does send such a rapturous
To be honest,
flowing through one's
I think
veins.
80% of this game is no communication from Viper at the start of the game.
And he did end up staying safe lane, so it wasn't the end of the world, but it wasn't great. I agree.
Your bottom tower is under
I
attack.
have to make sure I make a note to edit this video tomorrow. I don't mean edit it. I just have to make sure it's correct.
Your bottom tower
Upload
is under
it.
attack. And your bottom tower is
It depends on the MMR if you find the synergy, to be honest with you. You'll notice as you raise an MMR, things do change a little bit, but it's never perfect. Yeah, of course. It's invisible MMR. It's hard to tell exactly what it is. I don't know if you guys have ranked, but like I know that Lion is Herald, so I assume you guys are all at least comparable, meaning all the way up probably to high Guardian or low Herald. But you know there is an MMR behind it, creating your general unranked experience. It just comes off of when you do ranked, it comes off of your hidden unranked originally, but then they separate pretty quickly. So like I'm presuming off my own play experience, my unranked MMR is probably like 600 to 800 above my ranked.
That's nice. 2 hits from Weaver.
I know you're almost dead.
Half health.
Fair keeps on. Valid, as people say. You don't have to worry about your unranked MMR anyway, but it does become more apparent the more you play. You know, I'm up to 5,232 hours of Dota.
Dang. I just got to 1,000 like a week ago.
You know, you are such a scrub, Rocket. You continue to disappoint me. Go help them kill. They want to kill.
I'm going.
No, not them. It's top who wants to kill. It's Bloodseeker Pudge. So just stay with them.
Where are we going, Pudge? You can't decide.
Bristleback has an unfortunate BKB. I'm not sure.
He's even more unkillable than he was.
Yeah, it's actually not bad to buy BKB on Bristle. It lowers your ability to affect team fights, so usually it further incentivizes people not to touch you, which is the problem with Bristleback. But it can be the right option, especially against like a Viper. I see it. Does Viper ult still pierce? It does, right? Yeah, it does.
Your top tower has been destroyed.
Good
You know,
job,
this
Pudge.
ugly stock Pudge with no
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 skins.
skins, yeah. Actually, he has a hook. That's a custom. That's a custom hook. Custom.
Yeah, that's it.
You guys could try to contest, or they'll just be there and they'll punish Bloodseeker, unfortunately. It must be PL soloing Roche. That's got to be what it is. Bye, Rocket.
I'm alive.
Not for long. Oh, good blink, good blink, good blink. You were actually paying attention to your cooldown. I respect that. You get one person alive, and it's just because you happen to have bought survivability items. That's the only reason you're alive.
Yeah.
Are you ready to die for your team?
Wow! At least I have longer chaps than them.
A longer stab than him.
Your middle tower has been eliminated. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks is in ruins. Your middle barracks is fallen.
Which skill? Pugnaward, you mean? Oh yeah, Pugnaward's great. It's been upgraded a couple times too. It's been changed over time. My favorite thing is the max mana loss. It's really painful in lane.
He really likes me.
Oh, this, no, never mind, don't do it. I was gonna say the Oracle, but obviously
A
these,
whole lot of murder going on here.
Oh, Weaver! Oh, never mind, he already fucking, you don't even know how to do it.
Which one's real?
The real one's in the back. Ult it, just ult it now, ult it now. Ult now, ult now!
Oh, that's the real one?
What?
No.
It's not? Everybody else pinged it too. Everybody thought it was the real one. Wow. Fuck PL, am I right?
Yeah.
Do what you can while you can. It sucks because PL feels like you never see the real one. There's like 17 PLs. It used to be worse back when he had his old skill set. Oh my god. Old PL was literally so cancer, it made me want to quit Dota. You can't even imagine, right? A PL worse than this PL? It was way worse. Infinitely worse. It was so cancerous. It was like I can't even. Ultimate as you can. Ult. Yes! You got the Weaver. It was all worth it, man. Actually, you guys actually won that fight. Oh my god, because the buybacks and stuff. Dude, you still have buyback? Nice. One text. Blink in front of him, then mana drain. That's a big deal, because now he has nowhere to go. And give him the old Stunneroo if you need to. Okay, he's dead. Push! Well played, team! We die with honor.
I was hoping this game was gonna be.
I know, right? You hope that would be over. Yo, does anybody here remember back when PL had a different ability instead of his current doppelganger? Sorry, not his doppelganger. His yeah, you remember Bloodseeker? You remember what it was like? Most cancerous, yeah, okay, yeah, the most cancerous piece of shit hero I've ever played against fucking went invisible.
PL used to go invisible
Oh yeah.
with all of his illusions.
What he would do is he would create an illusion on spot and turn invisible on that spot, so it was almost imperceivable. So you'd think it's still the real PL. You'd be like, yeah, it's PL. And he would just go invisible. And that was just, it wasn't a long cooldown. It was just absolutely cancer, piece of shit PL stuff. It was awful, and I hated it.
We didn't even get.
Now, granted, the doppelganger purges, so you could argue it's better in certain circumstances because it didn't use to purge at all. So like, it wouldn't purge slows or anything like that. So obviously, like, well, I guess he didn't use to purge things. I just said this. He didn't use to purge things, so you couldn't get off slows and other bad debuffs, much like, you know, obviously his current doppelganger does. So yeah, he had to use things like Diffusal. But Diffusal had charges, and PL needed them to kill, because he didn't used to have his rush either, so he was rather slow on initiation. So you just kind of walked fast. Right? Just kind of walked fast.
Oh.
You know, these people are from Dota 1 and they're still playing at Herald, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel bad. A little bit. Now, you can get some respectable players in Herald, don't get me wrong. Especially if they don't play Dota a lot, meaning, like, they don't have the time to rank up, but they're still skilled, and they just happen to be at Herald still because they don't play enough, but...
A lot of them probably just don't play ranked at all.
Yeah, you guys actually have a lot of items still to get. Well, why bother playing ranked when you're Herald? I'm just playing.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's how I feel about Ghost sometimes. I'm like, why do I bother playing ranked games? I'm garbage. Yo, Viper's actually gonna live? After taking 8 billion damage from Weaver? Yo, his health went so fast, I thought Viper was dead. I was like, he's alive easily. And Weaver hit him once, and I was like, oh, Viper's dead. That's the end of that life.
I wanted to see the, ranked reset again. And recalibrate. I have been winning ranked games recently, but I have only played like 3, and I've won 2 of the 3. And then I doubled down on the one I lost, so I gained no ammo. Oh no!
So I thought I was distracted again. So I responded to my forum. That's what I do in my free time, guys. And I was chilling with like Rocket. I was actually watching his game before this too, so it's actually funny. Yeah, I actually don't even feel bad if your game ends quickly because we not giving you another coaching game because I literally was almost in your last game coaching you live anyway.
Yeah.
Real talk, I was actually coaching you before this.
You were.
You won too. He won that game. I want everybody to know. Rocket won his last game. He played mid Lion, and after lose. He hit you for like hit you for like 50 damage, and the second hit was his Daedalus proc, and you just exploded. it was like 200, 1,015.
Come on, team.
That's so disgusting.
This is not who we want to go if we're gonna try to get this. Why am I so fast on this? Oh, they use Purging Flames. That's why.
You got this, Rocket. Here's your win coming in. All Weaver has to do is actually just hit the Ancient and the game ends, by the way.
There's the real one!
The Weaver just felt like hitting the Ancient and the game ends. He just doesn't. Oh, their opponent died. Respects.
That's the real one.
Bristleback is just fucking going ham over here too. It's not. It's funny because it's not even just the Weaver. Literally all of their cores kill you. You guys.
I mean, he accidentally chose Bloodseeker. Viper chose Viper first pick. Pudge also chose first pick. What did we think was gonna happen?
Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at your review here. This is gonna give us a little bit more information anyway. So we cover the graphs. Item net worth. So the net worth on the mid Bloodseeker was fine actually for the first 10 minutes. He had a hard time rotating like into the mid game, as you see by his net worth. It didn't really increase dramatically like a lot of people, so you can see the steeper lines. Bloodseeker's is a lot less steep going into most of these phases. It's because he was falling behind in fights. He had a hard time getting good kills cleanly where he didn't die or other such. But he did fine. I'd say it wasn't that bad. He just started to fall behind. Viper did all right in the early game. It wasn't as good as you'd hope, but it wasn't as bad. And he had a pretty consistent line right until about 2 minutes or so, and then his line fucking plateaued. He got like no more money and fell into like the bottom 4. Not acceptable for Viper. He just didn't have any capability to do much. Pudge, Fed, he just has no money. So their PL top got free farm. That was one of your bigger problems. Weaver bottom got most of the farm he needed. and Pugna was farming needed mids. You guys, unfortunately, just didn't have enough going on. It was alright in some lanes, but they just had everything they wanted. Itemization-wise, I think Glimmer's right on you. Blink is okay. I would actually get Force Staff instead to put people off Oracle route. I should have said something. I just wasn't paying attention to that in particular. You have to consider the usefulness of a Force Staff over Blink. Blink is nice for your initiation, but it's selfish. You can push someone who's being slowed by PL or Diffusal, like whether it be his Q or Diffusal. You can push people who are rooted by Oracle. You can push people who are currently slowed by Pugna. Things like that are very helpful. Pudge, I think Influence can be okay. Bloodseeker, I think Blade Mail's fine. I think a lot of Bloodseekers go like Maelstrom next. It's just a right-click item. But the new Bloodseeker I don't know as much about. Maybe not. BKB does have benefits, so it's like eh. Viper going Dragonlance into Orchid is meh. I would rather if I've got a Hurricane just for the extra offensive, defensive capabilities. And Maelstrom's also good at him, but Orchid's fine. A lot of Vipers go Atos. It's really strong, but I think that Orchid's okay. For like a Pugna, for example. Lena, I think that Yules is fine. I think on a 4 Lena, Aetherlands might be too greedy. It's okay. I don't know. It's fine. The Ags is probably meh, though. I'd probably have gone like a Force or Pipe or something. I don't know. Something else. I just don't know how I feel about this. But overall, the bigger problems actually were team fights. Bloodseeker went too ham. Viper went too ham, and they paid for it multiple times. You know, the positioning wasn't super awesome for the team either, and we just crumbled in fights. And it is what it is. So, I'm going to end the stream here, because I'm going to answer my forum thing, but then I'm going to see what's going on with Keeps On, and Rocket as well is invited. But I don't need to stream that, because we might play some bot games first, and I don't know. I might get back on, depending what I do. If I get really bored tonight, I might decide to go back on a couple hours. It always goes to Discord as a push. If you guys are in my Discord, you'll get the push from the bot, because it has its own channel where it puts announcements out. So you'll see. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I will see you all next time.